Well, I thought a couple of things, obviously some positives and negatives to take out of the game. The positives were that we bowled and fielded really well. I thought our fielding performance was as good as what we put out on the field so far in this World Cup, and our bowling was pretty solid too. So obviously the disappointment was our batting and our inability to get ourselves underway at the top of the order and lay that platform for our big hitters. But look, all that's been and gone now. We've got a great opportunity in front of us in a few days' time, which is we've got to turn our focus to and make sure our confidence and our positive energy and I guess our focus is on what we can achieve in that game. Yeah, I think we've got some good knowledge around the conditions, which has got to help us. To play against South Africa in those conditions as well, I think is not a bad draw at all. They obviously prefer a little bit more pace and a little bit more bounce in their wickets, and Dhaka won't quite give them that. So from their point of view, I'm sure they'll be a little bit disappointed. And from our point of view, we've got some good experience under our belts from that ground, and also some of our guys that should suit them too. So that's a real positive for us. Look, I think they've got some good players right throughout their team, and we've got to be aware of the threats that those guys pose, the Callises and the De Villiers with the bat, and obviously I guess Morkel and Stain with the ball with a couple of spinners as well. But I'd really like to see us just focus on what we can achieve during this next few days to try and give ourselves the best opportunity in this game. And if we can play at our best and I guess just focus on the strengths that we've got and bring them to the table in a few days' time, then that's going to give us our greatest opportunity of qualifying for the semi-final. Well, I think our game plan is reasonably basic. We're pretty disciplined with the ball. We're incredibly desperate in the field. When it comes time to the bat, we're trying to lay a platform for the big hitters later on to come. And if we can do that, then we'd certainly give ourselves the best opportunity. No, not really. From my point of view, I think our focus should be on what we can achieve rather than focusing too much on the opposition. I think in big games like this, it should just be about what we can control and what we can execute. And if we do that, then hopefully South Africa will fall by the wayside and we'll move on to the next opponent. He looks good, and I think Dan's a big player for us, and it's going to be great to have him back. I think both not just his bowling but also his leadership too, and obviously his handy ability down the order with the bat as well. So he's going to be a big player, and it's great to have him back. And also Cole looks like he's going through the pace as well too, and hopefully we can get him back and add some more experience to that attack, and I guess bring in that confidence of experienced players to big games.